morning. Hi. Am I on? Yeah, I'm on. Okay. Hi, good morning. It's Thursday, April 7th, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. Today we have the basic sets 1 through 9. We're going to focus today mostly on the movements, the physical aspect of what we're doing, and we want to concentrate on fundamentals. Talked about this a lot this week, this idea of fundamentals, and that as we practice the fundamentals, as we develop our skill with basic things, the result of that is that we advance. And we begin to advance little by little, so that at the beginning, learning the physical movements, focus today, learning the basic coordination for the physical movements, understanding the coordination with the breath. Those elements are at the beginning. If we have those two things in place, it enables everything else to follow. If we don't, the rest of it just doesn't happen. So, skipping from the beginning level to advanced. Don't go through anything, you just jump right in there. Doesn't work. All of the things that we develop, all of the skills that we develop by going through the process don't exist. There is no destination here. It's the process. Let's get started. Basic stretch. I was deciding whether or not we were going to do that this morning. Feet about shoulder width apart. Wiggle the toes, wiggle fingers, bend the knees. Pull up through the center. Pull up through the crown of the head, shoulders down. Hands circle to the front. Smile. Back around to both sides. Up along the center line. Stretch out. Reach out over the legs. Bend the knees. Reach out. One more. Relax through the middle back. Relax through the upper back. Hold through the center. Elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Ladies, right hand on the outside. Gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Both hands at the lower dantian. Ready? And breathe in. Breathe out. Sink. Bend the knees. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the shoulders. Relax the breath. Pay attention to the small muscles under the arms. And the upper chest. Those are the ones that are working to raise and lower the arms. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hands separate. Down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Palms up. Breathe out. Press down. Pushing them out. Pay attention to the lower back, that the Mingmen is open. It means the hip drops and the spine extends. The tailbone drops down. Pull up through the crown of the head, even as you settle down. Settle, sink into it. Bend the knees. Hold through the legs. Keep the back open. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. And breathe out, palms down. Pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Palms up, breathe in. Wild goose flying. Hands up along both sides. Down to the knees. Keep the back open. And up. And down. Bend through the hip, bend through the knees. Don't lean. Hold through the center. As you go up, pull up. Raise the body. Using the abs and the shoulders, not the legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep the back open. Extend downward through the tailbone and pull upward at the same time through the crown of the head. Two more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Palms up. Press down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm going to get a sip of coffee and we're going to turn around and keep going. Excuse me. This idea of pulling up through the torso and, if you will, separating through the hip so that the leg works independently of the hip. This is one of the things that we want to work on in the physical body. That each joint, each muscle group, each area of the body has its time for work, its time for being relaxed, and we need to know which ones are which so that we can begin to use them in a little bit different way. So this is a little bit different way. A lot of times we think about our hips as being this one thing. The hip bone, yes. In the back, no. Tailbone drops down. The legs sit into the hip. And the hip goes around. That idea, that construction, the idea that, hang on. All right. Warning message again. I think my machine is trying to do something that, and I have to fix it. But I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to keep going with the explanation, and I'm going to keep going with class, and we'll see what happens over here. As this, I'm going to go back to my discussion about this separation. Hip, legs fit up under there. The hip muscles, the little ones, not the big ones, little ones that connect the leg and the hip, we need to be able to use those. The lower back controls part of that. It's got the major controls for most of the legs. All right, so upper back, lower back, and then into the hip. As we extend downward, we're using this right now, so this is I'm giving the long explanation here. As the tailbone extends downward, this pull up through the crown of the head, open and separate the vertebra, particularly in the lower part of the spine, so that the legs will open through the back. Right here. Okay? Diagonal flying. I'm still seeing the error message over here. This says, yeah, hang on. I gotta fix this. Need glasses. Yeah, all right. One more try. All right, fingers crossed. Waiting. Still waiting. Still seeing the error message. I may have to try and restart. I'm going to... Hang on, don't go away. I'm going to restart this. Alright, yay, we're back. Magic. I have no idea. My apologies for the technical difficulties. I'm going to repeat real quick the explanation I was giving because we're using this morning. This hip bone open in the back, and we want to pay attention to this area in the lower back so that the tailbone drops down, the spine extends upward, the whole body pulls upward, even as we settle down. I'm pulling upward through the spine, holding the body, hold through here, hold up as I settle down. That settling, open the hip, bend the knees. Diagonal flying. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in, palms up. Breathe out, press down. Shift right, turn the left toes. Up on the left and down. Come to center. Turn the toes. Shift left, turn to the right, up, and down. Settle, bend the hip, bend the knee. Hold through the upper body. Support your hips with the lower part of your abdomen, not with your legs. Keep the back open. Relax and breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the back. Keep the hip open as you sink. Last time. Hands down on both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Breathe in, palms up. Breathe out, press down. Palm supporting heaven. Breathe in. Press up. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Center. Breathe in. And breathe out. Open the back. Turn through the waist. Allow the hips to turn. Allow the ribs to turn. Allow the shoulders to turn. And all of that turning moves the hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Press up. Turn. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Press up. Left, right, left, right, and center. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands face each other and stay together. Last time. Breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Push. Shift. Turn the toes. Push. Return. Center. Relax the breath. Open the back. Use the legs. Open the hip. Pay attention to the left hip. Pay attention to the right hip. Stay open through the center of the back. All along the spine. Keep it open, especially the lower spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Sink into both legs. Sink into the heel on the left and push through the leg. Keep the hip open. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Open the breath. Keep the body quiet. Nothing extra. Last time. Come center, hands down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Turning palm, breathe in. Breathe out. On the toes, Both palms up. Palms turn over. Press out. Center. Shift left on the right. Come back to center. Pay attention to the hip. As you press out, open the hip, use the leg. Distinguish what part is the leg and what part is the hip. Use the leg, not the hip, to push. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink. Extend through the heel. And center. Sink into the left. Push into the left heel. Extend. And return. 2 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to center. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Ward off. Pull down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold the ball. Right side. Little step left. And open left side. Pull down right. Come back to center. Bring the foot back. As you come back, hold the ball left side. And extend right. Come back to center. Hold the ball, right side. Left side, ward off. Right side, pull down. Come to center. Hold the ball, left side. Right side, pull down. Oh, excuse me. Right side, ward off. Left side, pull down. And come back to center. Press through the leg. We're paying attention to the legs today, lower back. Press through the heel as you extend to ward off. The opposite heel, right? So I'm extending to the left, I'm pushing into the right heel. Don't ignore pushing into the left heel, but we're paying attention to the opposite side today, okay? And push. Come back to center. Hold ball. Right side. Ward off left. Come back. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more. Hold ball. Open. Come back to center. Hold the ball. Open. And come back to center. Last time, hold the ball. Extend. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to center. Palms down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pipabon. Shift right on the left heel. Both hands circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to center. Shift left on the right heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to center. Upper hand to the outside of the same eye. Lower hand to the outside of the lip on the same side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to center. Open the back. Drop the tailbone. Support the hip through the upper body. And breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. 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 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the back open and breathe out. Come back to center. Palms down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. All right, relax. I'm going to comment on this just real quick. Looks like we had good connection for all of that, so yay. The last couple of movements, I want you to pay attention to what I was doing with my back. And I'm going to step up here and show you. All right, as we come here, right? Hands come around. Hands strum the lute. We have this movement in Tai Chi as well. That's the name of this movement. Shou Hui Pei Pa, hands strum the lute. That's what we're doing. As we bring the arms up, and this is true for holding the ball, or it's true for all of it, but I'm going to call it out for this particular move because I did it and I want you to pay attention to it. All right. As we bring the arms up, we start out, go over here at beginning level, we start out over here at beginning level. Okay, here's my foot, and this one's on the heel, and this hand circles up. I'm going to take this hand, I'm going to think about my hand, I'm going to bring my hand up, and I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to bring my other hand up, and I'm going to put it up here. Okay? So this one's about my middle dantian level, and this one's about my nose level. Right? Correct posture. When I get a little bit more comfortable with that, start to engage my shoulders a little bit more. Right? So, not quite that much, but, right? So instead of, I'm going to put my hands here, I've opened my arms now. Right? From the shoulders. From the shoulders. I'm going to turn around. Look at my shoulders. Yeah, there it is. From the shoulders. You should be able to see some tension. If you could put your hand in the center of my back, you would feel the tension across my shoulders. Right here. Okay? Intermediate. I got my shoulders working. It's not just the hands now. I got my shoulders working. Shoulders do this. Hey. Good. Next. It's not the shoulders. It's the mid-back. Right here. Okay? Let me quiet that a little bit. Again. From here, extend. That opening extends through the arm. Okay? So this use of the body, how we move, how we develop the skill, that's today's class, to do some of these things. It's refinement. It's, if I don't know where to put my hands and feet, I can't do the move anyway. I have to start somewhere. I refine that movement over and over and over again, more practice, and I get better at it. And I get better at using my body in those movements. And then I get even better, more refined, a deeper level of capability. So I can still go over here and do this with my hands. I can. I probably won't most of the time, but I could. I can come back in here and I can understand what's going on, and I can work with the shoulders, and I can do that. Probably won't. Not anymore. I could. This is more fun over here. Alright, this include the whole body. Pay attention to each of the small parts one by one. Today, we paid attention to the hip, the back of the hip, there's little muscles back in here in the leg. Supporting the hip through the ab so that the leg moves under you and doesn't have to work nearly as hard to support your weight, because it's not. This up here is supporting your weight, right? Even as we settle downward, this idea of pulling in and pulling up to extend through the spine is what we want to keep. The more open we can make that stretch, the more open we can make the joints. That's ankles, feet, knees, everything, all the joints in the body, there's a lot of them. The more open we can keep the joints, the more flexible the body. And even if we're not thinking about, I want to develop my physical skills to do what, that openness is very healthy for all of the joints in the body. That's one of the reasons internal arts get high marks in healthcare. It's very good, highly beneficial to have that little bit of massage through all of the joints in the body as we practice. I hope you enjoyed class today. I'm going to stop here. I'll be back tomorrow for the advanced movements and a little bit more. I'm going to still focus on this idea of the physical movements and how we use the muscles in our body that we don't normally think about. I hope you'll join me. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it.